And a security guard Kyle walked out of the bathroom, the men's bathroom, and stopped in the middle of the foyer there. I looked out the double doors at me and went back in the library. He looked in this direction. He was still standing in the middle of the foyer. So, you know what? This is my philosophy. I mean, I've been in grocery stores. We've all been in grocery stores. Kids run around and all that kind of stuff. In the library, people have... There's one man I talked to. He said he stopped coming to the library here because the children were so badly behaved. They were running all over the reference. This little teenage boy that thinks he's grown is harassing me and my son. He's got his little brother doing it too, and all his little friends. Is one of the worst ones. A lot of times he does sit and do his work. No, he runs all over creation, and they'll run back and forth. These kids videotape me in the library. I've asked him, what are you doing? Videotape me? They put it on their Facebook pages and all that shit. The kid's mother followed me to the fucking laundromat one night. I got that on video. Same games. Waiting for me to leave. Putting her phone up to her ear. Her big old green tracksuit. She saw me walk out the door. Yeah, her son was probably guilty. And he's such a cool cat. She's sitting there, you know, so worried about him. So concerned. He was suicidal. I guess she didn't take him to a counselor. Come on, good mom. Come here. Sit down. Sit. I don't ever discipline other people's children. You go to a grocery store and I saw a kid pitching pickle jars all over the floor. And walk on by, honey. I have been in parent-teacher conferences, and I've, you know, had these issues, you know, where you have to deal with parents and kids that misbehave. I've heard parents scream at the top of their lungs at school principals. If you start dealing with those types of issues, it's a pain in the ass. You're talking about other people's kids and their parents. They have the right to raise their children the way they see fit. It is not my job to raise them for them. And they'll fight you. If you told, I've done this, I think there was a laundromat or something, where the little kid was pushing a laundry cart all over creation, and kept running into me. I told him, okay, you need to stop now, okay? His mother came over and chewed me out. What are you talking to my child? This was when Jake was a baby. They always swear their child is innocent. It's like that woman swears about her son. You can pull the video and see him running back and forth in reference. There's other people that complain about it. So, you know, I wonder what little Miss Blondie did. She did the same thing. She walked out on that sidewalk and looked in the distance. And then turned around and went back in to the library. Parents are a pain in the ass to deal with sometimes. Some parents are not. But you can, I mean, when you start talking about disciplining somebody else's kids, Uh, you can be 100% right. But you got to go through the fighting with them and all that kind of shit. Their kid can be sitting there pitching, pickle jars in the grocery store. The grocery manager will go over to them and tell them to stop doing it. Their mother will sit there and bitch the grocery store manager out. I've seen it. Stop it. I've seen it. I've been through it. That mother sat there and swore her son didn't do anything wrong at Broadmoor Middle. And the teacher just lied about her son. Really filed charges. Ended up going to court. Just at court decided to drop the case. Right? Really? Maybe the teacher did just make it up, and sometimes teachers do stretch the truth. See? You know, he's running like that. He runs like that inside the library, too. You know, so I don't ever discipline other people's kids or correct them. People have the right to raise children the way they want to raise their children. Their kids get in trouble. They have a right to discipline their children the way they see fit. Those can be different approaches. And I just, you know, I don't have time to argue with people about stuff like that. You know, grocery store managers are in charge of their grocery stores. They can go over and do something about it if a kid is pitching pickle jars, you know. I don't want the headache. I don't want to have to deal with the kid, chasing after a kid, having a kid pitch a bitch at me, you know, and have the parent turn around and do the same fucking thing. I know how it goes. I'm not interested. I think that woman, that black boy's mother, and assistant branch manager and all that, because there was all this kind of looky-loo, kind of like get out of Tombstone that day, where the staff was kind of looking at me sideways a lot. And I got this lecture from the assistant branch manager who basically called me a pedophile in front of everybody in reference in the computer section. Accused me of harassing children in the children's section, and I had gone to the library staff. So his accusation was frivolous. The whole reason he came to me was in the future that I needed to go to the library staff and security. Well, the kid did what he did, standing right next to the circulation desk in the children's section with the blonde librarian standing right there, acting like she didn't see anything. It was a setup. You know, falsifying evidence to say that I have routine contact with these kids. It's been audio monitored. They're faking the audio. And you could have pulled a video from from that event and should have been subpoenaed if that's what their affidavits say. That kind of evidence is available in an event where somebody's being accused of being a pedophile and harassing children. You better subpoena the video. You're going to take affidavits from a child and a librarian. Right? Bookshelver. I went over and started complaining to security. She came over and interrupted me and didn't want me reporting it to security. Started yelling at me. I was like, I'm sorry. I'm trying to talk to him. Do you mind? And she was taking up for the kid because she'd put him up to it. Conspiracy to falsify test